Okay, so you know how sometimes, like, the gym routine can get a bit, well, same old, same old. Staring at the same wall, even with, like, the best playlist ever, can make you just crave, I don't know, a change of scenery, right? I know I do. And that's why I am so ready for this deep dive. We are ditching the treadmills today, folks, and taking our workouts outside, specifically to those, like, vibrant, sunny Australian cities you see in those, like, travel magazines, you know. Yeah. We're diving headfirst into the ultimate guide to outdoor workouts in Australian cities. Think of it as your own personal treasure map to finding the absolute best spots and activities to get your sweat on under that Aussie sun. And okay, maybe it's just me, but like just the thought of jogging along Bondi Beach has me ready to book a flight right now. But before we like pack our virtual bag, let's figure out why outdoor workouts are more than just a pretty view. Yeah.
It's pretty fascinating when you think about it. Outdoor workouts are kind of exploding in popularity everywhere, and not just as a fad. I think it's more like a return to like a more holistic way of thinking about well-being.
Holistic. Okay, I like that. So it's more than just a pretty view then, right? Yeah. What's the like science behind this holistic thing?
It's like a triple win for your well-being. So physically, you're obviously boosting your heart health, strength, and research even suggests it can help lower the risk of those chronic diseases. It's like your regular gym workout, but with a bonus, right?
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Then there's the mental side. Being out in nature is like hitting the reset button on your brain. Studies show it can really, significantly lower your stress, make your mood better, even help you focus. And then on top of all that, you've got the social aspect.
Oh, yeah. I've totally experienced that. There's just this like feeling of camaraderie when you're like sweating it out with other people outside. You high five after that killer hill, laugh when someone trips, hopefully not me, and suddenly you're making connections you never make in some crowded gym.
Exactly. Outdoor workouts create a sense of community, and honestly, that's so important for us as humans. Plus, it can really motivate you to stay active. And speaking of awesome places to work out outdoors, can we talk about Australia for a second? This article we're looking at really highlights how perfect Australian cities are for outdoor fitness. It's incredible.
Yeah, the second I saw Bondi Beach in the title, I knew we were in for a treat.
Yeah.
But it's way more than just the beach, right? What else jumped out at you?
Well, Bondi Beach, iconic, and for good reason. But beyond the whole surf and sand thing, there's a massive outdoor gym scene there. Imagine doing your squats with the Pacific Ocean as your backdrop. Talk about motivation.
Wow, that's...
And of course, you've got the legendary Bondi to Coogee coastal walk, which, by the way, isn't just for tourists. Locals make it part of their routine, so it's like a scenic stroll that's also a workout with, oh yeah, amazing ocean views.
Okay, you had me at ocean views. What about other cities, though? Does Melbourne live up to the hype as a fitness hub?
Absolutely. Melbourne has those scenic Yarra River trails, which are perfect for a run or a bike ride, all with the city skyline right there with you. You can literally track your progress, like, alongside Melbourne's coolest buildings.
I love that. It's like sightseeing and breaking a sweat all at the same time. Okay, but now I got to ask about Perth. I've heard whispers about Kings Park being like a runner's paradise. Tell me more.
Kings Park and Botanic Garden in Perth is something else. It's not just a park, it's massive. It's like this green oasis right in the middle of the city. We're talking jogging paths, cycling routes, even dedicated spots for outdoor yoga, and it's all surrounded by this lush greenery and incredible views.
Wait, hold on. So I can work on my downward dog with a view of the city. That sounds infinitely better than my usual cramped yoga studio.
Exactly. And get this, Kings Park actually has its own little microclimate. Because of where it is and how high up it is, it's a bit warmer in winter and cooler in the summer. Perfect for outdoor workouts year-round.
No wonder everyone in Perth is so into fitness. They've got nature's air conditioning. Speaking of awesome cities, the article also mentioned Adelaide and its parklands. What's so special about them?
Adelaide's pretty unique. It's got this ring of parklands all around it, so no matter where you are in the city, you have easy access to green space. It's like having a giant outdoor gym right outside your front door.
Okay, so it's official. Australian cities are basically like outdoor workout wonderlands, but before we all go booking flights and attempting a marathon on Bondi Beach, let's talk gear for a sec. You don't need a whole new wardrobe to exercise outside.
No, you don't need to go overboard, but having the right gear can seriously make or break how much you enjoy your workout, especially in a climate like Australia's, which can be all over the place. And we're not even talking fancy gadgets or anything, just the basics. Breathable clothes are a must, something to keep the sun off your head.
And shoes. I am a firm believer in good shoes. Always. What kind of footwear did the article suggest for, like, conquering those Australian trails and paths?
Oh, you need supportive shoes for sure. And like you said, it depends on what you're doing and where you're doing it. Hitting the pavement in a city like Sydney or Melbourne, definitely a good pair of road rowing shoes is key. But if you're thinking about those like amazing hiking trails around Perth, you'll want trail running shoes, the ones with the ankle support. Got to be ready for that uneven terrain.
So true. I've definitely made that mistake before. Not all sneakers are made equal. The article also mentions sun protection, which, duh, makes sense. Australia is known for its sunshine. Did they have specifics about what to wear or use or...
Oh, yeah, they get into it. And it's not even just about sunscreen, although that's like non-negotiable, right? Even on cloudy days, they were big on lightweight, light-colored clothing that covers your skin, a wide-brimmed hat for your face and neck, and sunglasses, obviously. Oh, and this was a cool tip. They suggested bringing a hydration pack or like one of those insulated water bottles to keep your drinks cool, especially if you're working out for a while.
Good call. I'm the worst at remembering to hydrate properly, and I can only imagine how important it is in that Aussie heat. Okay, so we're geared up, we've got our water, ready to go. But what are we doing out there?
The article really opened my eyes to some cool activities beyond just like jogging.
Totally. It doesn't have to be all about pounding the pavement. The awesome thing about working out outside is the variety. This article talked about everything from yoga in the park, which, come on, that sounds amazing, to boot camps if you're into that group fitness vibe. And then if you need a little competition in your life, there's always joining a local team for whatever sport you're into.
Okay, yoga with a view, boot camps with fresh air, and team sports with some vitamin D. Where do I sign up for all of the above? But honestly, with so many options, it's kind of overwhelming to even know where to start. Like, how do you even create an outdoor workout routine that you'll actually stick with? That's where figuring out what works for you comes in. The article really stressed that the absolute best workout routine is one that fits your own goals, your fitness level, and, this is key, what you actually enjoy doing.
So no one-size-fits-all approach then. It's about finding what works for you. I like that.
Exactly. Don't force yourself into something you hate. If running is your jam, find those scenic trails. If yoga brings you peace, find a park and roll out that mat. And if you live for that team spirit, find a local sports club and get involved. The trick is to choose stuff that gives you energy, not stuff that drains you.
It's all about that mind-body connection, right? Finding that balance between pushing yourself and actually enjoying what you're doing.
Right.
But for those of us who might need a little more structure, did the article have any advice on how to make an outdoor routine, actually happen?
It did, and it starts with being real with yourself, setting goals that are actually doable. Don't expect to go from couch potato to running a marathon overnight. Start small, build up slowly, and gradually increase how intense your workouts are and how long you're doing them.
That's what I always tell my friends who are new to working out. Don't go crazy on day one and then burn yourself out before you even start.
What about mixing things up? Is it good to, try different activities and locations or find what you like and just do that?
Variety is important. For your body, and your mind. Our body's like a little bit of a surprise, and switching up your routes and trying different parks makes it more interesting. Plus, when you switch things up, you're using your muscles in different ways. Helps prevent those pesky plateaus and injuries.
So exploring new trails is like cross-training for your brain and your body. I'm into it.
Right. And speaking of exploring, we've got to talk about all the cool tech that can take your workouts to the next level, fitness apps, wearable devices, that kind of thing. Honestly, technology can be super helpful for staying motivated, tracking how you're doing, and even just finding cool new routes without getting lost. Oh, 100%. I've been using a fitness app to track my runs lately, and it's crazy motivating to see how far I've come. Plus those virtual races, so fun. It also just keeps me accountable, knowing that it's all getting logged somewhere.
That's huge. Accountability makes such a difference. And those fitness apps like Strava or Nike Run Club, they're amazing. Personalized workouts, this whole global community of people who are into fitness. It's kind of awesome.
I love that community aspect, even if it's virtual. It's like having a pocket-sized cheer squad, hyping you up every step of the way.
Yeah.
Okay, but what about those fancy fitness trackers I see everywhere? Are those actually worth it?
They can be super helpful, especially for outdoor workouts. We're talking about smartwatches, fitness trackers, all that. The cool thing is they give you all this real-time data, like your heart rate, how far you've gone, even your sleep patterns.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize they did all that.
Yeah, it can be super useful. Helps you figure out how your body reacts to exercise so you can tweak your routine if you need to.
It's like having a personal trainer right there on your wrist, basically. The article had something about wearables and GPS. Did it say more about that and how it's good for outdoor workouts?
It did. Picture this. You're checking out a new trail, maybe in a national park outside the city, and you're not really sure about the route. With GPS on your wearable, you can navigate, like, no problem. You've got a map right there on your wrist. Super handy.
That is a game changer,
Yeah.
especially for someone like me who has a terrible sense of direction. Okay, but it's also good the safety net, right? Like if you're out there exploring by yourself.
Hmm.
Speaking of safety and kind of adventure too, the article mentioned community outdoor workout programs. Tell me more about those.
Yeah, community workouts outside, it seems like the perfect combo, you know? Fitness and actually getting to socialize at the same time. What did the article say about why they're so popular, especially in Australia? It seems like Aussies are all about being outdoors. It's definitely more than just working out, that's for sure. These types of programs tap into like a really basic human need, connecting with other people. When you're all sweating and pushing yourselves together, you can't help but create a bond, and it makes you stronger physically and mentally.
It's like you're all in it together, pushing each other to be better. I get that. Plus, and let's be real, knowing that there's a group of people expecting you at that 6.0 a.m. boot camp
Yeah.
can be really motivating.
Oh, tell me about it. Accountability is huge. And those community programs are great for that. Knowing that you've got people counting on you to show up, way harder to hit that snooze button.
And it seems like those groups aren't just for, like, the super fit people. I feel like they're cool with people at all different levels, right?
Yeah.
Beginners, pros, everyone.
Yeah, and that's actually one of the coolest things about them. Everyone's welcome. Doesn't matter where you're starting from, your fitness level, any of that. It's about moving your body, connecting with people, and just enjoying yourself outside.
Just like we were talking about before. It's all about finding what you enjoy and making it part of your life and making it fun too.
Exactly. And that brings us back to like the core of what makes outdoor workouts so great, especially when you're talking about a place like Australia with those amazing cities. It goes way beyond just like how fit you are. It's about your whole well-being.
Your mind, body, the whole package.
Yeah.
It's about being out in nature, that fresh air, soaking up the sun, and being able to share those experiences with a whole group of people who get it.
That's what it's all about. This whole deep dive has been really eye-opening, you know? It's clear that outdoor workouts, they're not just some passing trend. They're a way to live a more mindful life, be more connected to yourself and others, and honestly, just a more fulfilling life overall.
Yeah, it's not just about the workout itself. It's about the whole experience.
Hmm?
The scenery, the people you meet along the way, all of it.
So, as you're heading out into the world today, maybe feeling inspired to try something new, think about this. What's one small thing you can do, even today, to add a little bit of outdoor movement into your day?
Even if it's just a quick 15-minute walk in a park close to you, you never know. Those small steps can lead to big changes. Maybe we'll see you crushing that Bondi to Coogee walk one of these days. Until then, happy adventuring, everyone.